Welcome to the heart of Auckland, New Zealand, as we're about to set off from the city centre out to Waiheke Island for the start of the 2011 Contegro King of the Harbour. On board are the country's best surf ski paddlers up against an international contingent from Australia, South Africa, Namibia, United States and a 7-strong Tahitian team. Once all the skis are loaded onto the boat, with a 35-minute journey over to Waiheke Island thanks to Fuller's Ferries, who are a key supporting sponsor, family and friends and spectators will get the best vantage spot on the return trip, watching the race from on board as the ferry chases the paddlers back to Auckland. On the arrival at Waiheke, the job in hand is to unload the 80 kayaks and then get prepared for the race, which will get underway within the hour. Former adventure racing world champion Nathan Whaawe and 2011 Speight's coast-to-coast winner Sophie Hart are two of the many paddlers who have taken advantage of the Mainfreight sponsorship to get skis up from the South Island for the race, which also doubles as the National Ocean Ski Championships.
I know it should be a good race. It's quite flat today, so I'm just trying to sit on a wash and just try and milk it for all it's worth. But
bit of a grind today, I think. Yep, hang in there like shit to a blanket.
Hopefully a good race actually today. I quite enjoy conditions where it's flat or choppy. I don't mind having no big tailwind. It's always a bonus if it is, but I think it's going to be quite hard out there today. There's a lot of flat water K1 guys, so it should be a race and a half on today, I think.
It's pretty flat actually, so it's going to be a good race. I think there's a lot of guys that are fairly fit and in good shape, so I think it'll be quite a good bunch for a while. And you guys, I think Trav definitely be right up there. Mike Walker, Paul Wolfwood could be up there, myself, hopefully.
It's going to be a slog out there, I think. Minimal tide movement. It sounds like the only breeze is going to be in our face, so it's just going to be straight up the guts, sucking on as much wash as you can. That's what my tactic's going to be. This is absolutely the premier event for ocean paddling in New Zealand. I'm proud to be part of it, and there's always a real sense of anticipation, even today, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, nah, probably hope some boat washes out there, because I think that's about all we're going to get, so I'll see how it goes. Top 10 for me will be good, because I'm too old now.
Into the final minutes before the race start now, and it's time to get warmed up for the intense start, a crucial time to join a leading group and benefit from the drafting on the kayak wash. One thing's for sure, the first few kilometres will be super fast, with 2 Olympic sprinters racing. Thanks to Go Bandit videos on the skis, we'll bring you the closest action ever, with 3 cameras on board the top contenders' boats. Former K1 1000 metre world champion Ben Fui, King of the Harbour champion Mike Walker, and former national sprint champion and world ski champion Katie Pocock. Katie's camera looking forward. They're off, and look at the sprint from Fui. Walker's not short of pace either, as they dispatch anyone who doesn't have a good sprint in their arsenal. Katie Pocock's got good speed too, drawing on her many former K1 sprint titles as Fui glides by and she slots right in behind. The double sea kayak of Ted Hughes and Peter Brock are back this year. Will they be quicker? It doesn't take long for the entire field to be strung out over a few hundred metres as Travis Mitchell, Walker and Fui drive the pace at the head of the field as the race heads out of Matiatia on Waiheke Island. Katie Pocock's pacing her race off Jeremy Kugelheim for the moment, while the rest of the leaders jostle for a sweet spot on someone's wake. As the leaders leave Waiheke Island behind, it's Travis Mitchell, fresh from his Trans-Taupua win, leading the pack out into the dead-flat Hauraki Gulf. Ideal for fishing, but not for sailing or surf ski races in search of the big swells to ride back to Auckland. These glassy flat conditions should play into the K1 legend Ben Fui's hands. Pocock's leading the women's field, keeping to her plan, with a tough lineup of ladies giving chase. There's Dean Simpson, Trans-Taupua champion, holding second, and Speight's coast-to-coast champion Sophie Hart slotted in third and pulling away from John Land. Surf lifesaving champion Bailey Elliott is the 4th woman and looking comfortable. Peter Longdell leads the double ski of Lance Roosendahl and Tina Leona, followed by Grant Heim. Mike Walker and Ben Fui have made a break from the top contenders, with the double of Malcolm Hall and Peter Boer from Australia giving chase. In the second pack, it's Tim McLaren leading Travis Mitchell, Sam Newland and Simon Longdell. The third group contains Rob Nicol from Wellington, leading Leopold Tepper from Tahiti. Then it's Oscar Stielau, Simon McLaren dropping Thomas Pinter. Former adventure racing world champion Nathan Vaavai's in no man's land between two packs of paddlers. Katie Pocock looks comfortable at the head of the women's field. With Walker and Fui up front, this is the race for the remaining podium spot, with Travis Mitchell leading Tim McLaren and Matt Sutton. As Auckland Sky Tower comes into view on the horizon, Fui has the edge on Walker, but there's nothing in it as they swap positions. The leaders are slipping away from Mitchell, McLaren and Matt, who stay in the centre. Tim Grammer has his own battles as he leads under 23 age group Samuel Newlands. Leopold Tepper from Tahiti leads the pack made up of Paul Wilford, Bill Bath, also from Tahiti, Simon McLaren, Simon Longdell, Rob Nicol and Oscar Stielau as they race for a top 5 spot. Nathan Faavai looks content doing the race solo, with Tiva Moria from Tahiti pondering where the big swells have gone. The Fuller's Quick Cat passes Fui and Walker as it heads back in its regular surface after dropping all the paddlers at the start. Here comes the waves. Walker taking his turn at the front, with a double of Malcolm Hall and Peter Boer close by and enjoying a little runner, compliments of a nearby boat. The race for third place passes St Heliers around race midpoint and is between Travis Mitchell, Matt Sutton and Tim McLaren. These guys have been working together the whole way. Who will make the first break? Fui surged to the front off a little runner as they come up to North Head and Devonport. He's edging out Walker. This could be the race-winning move. Fui's really lifted the tempo now. Defending champion Walker's going with him. Fui's grabbed another little lift off another small wave and he's gone. He's broken Walker's grip. Walker slows for a drink, Fui steaming ahead with the Sky Tower in his sights and victory in his grasp. Walker's back to full pace now, but it's not good enough as Fui increases his lead as Malcolm Hall and Peter Boer come into view and possibly have a better line to the finish. Fui passes Bean Rock Lighthouse, now just 5 kilometres to the finish. Fui still leads with less than 2 k's to the finish, outside the Viaduct Harbour, back in Auckland Central. The finish line's in sight now for Fui with his first King of the Harbour victory. Yes, it's Olympic silver medalist Ben Fui who's won the 2011 Contegro King of the Harbour in a cracking time of 1 hour 34 minutes 41 seconds. 1 minute 20 seconds back is the man who's won this race the most times in its 10-year history, Mike Walker. First double and third overall are Malcolm Hall and Peter Boer in 1 hour 36 and 46 seconds. The big question on everyone's mind now is who will be third? And it's Tim McLaren, followed by a very happy Simon McLaren in fourth, then Matt Sutton, Travis Mitchell, Tim Grammer, Oscar Stielau, Leopold Tepper, Paul Wilford and then Nathan Faavai.
Coming from the South Island and paddling along, looking at all the landmarks, the Sky Tower and the city, it's pretty cool. It would have been nice to have a few more waves, but you know, that's all part of it, you get what you get.
The second double ski home is the duo of Lance Roosendahl and Tina Leona in 1 hour 44:59 seconds. Katie Pocock has good reason to celebrate, winning her 10th Contegro King of the Harbour title in 1 hour 49:49. Well done, Katie, undefeated in the last decade. Big John Sokolich leads in second place woman Dean Simpson, just over a minute behind Pocock. Surf lifesaving star athlete Bailey Elliott in her first Contegro King of the Harbour is third. Well done, Bailey. And in the closest finish of the day, Dave Chambers pips Ages No Barrier John Land right on the line. Speight's coast-to-coast champion Sophie Hart's home in fourth, showing just how competitive the women's field is.
Yeah, no, it's good fun, and it's a real treat as well to be in such a class field and come up here and paddle with what I think are probably some of the best paddlers in the world. So no, it was fantastic.
Oh, it's good. The past 4 weeks I haven't done a lot of training, just sort of one paddle a week, so it was going to be a big ask to beat Ben on a flat day like that. Ben paddled really well. All credit to him.
Yeah, it's good for me. I mean, had a nice flat day and I was able to sort of make the most of it, and it's a bit better than I thought I was, so that's good. And, I had to be quite patient early on, and I didn't have the strength or power to really sort of be assertive in the first sort of 20 minutes, so I managed to sort of use my marathon background to sort of navigate through the washes. And
his leads were pretty solid the whole way, so we were taking turns to try and pull away from the other group that sort of when we split off after about 4 or 5k.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, stoked. It's really satisfying, and I just wanted to race really hard today and just try and build my fitness, and if anything, I was more concerned about having a hard race today than where I was going to get, so it's nice to be rewarded with a win.
So this is my 10th King of the Harbour, and I've won every one, so yeah, it was quite satisfying to go out there and win today. It wasn't probably my classiest effort, but it was a win, and yeah, I'm really stoked.
Yeah, far from flat. It looks flat, but there's certainly a little bit to work, and you had to work for absolutely everything. But I think it did make a difference. Yeah, everybody looks the same, and everybody splits up as well, so it's really hard to know where you are. But a good day all round. Yeah, nice race.
Not too bad. I had a good time.
This is up-and-coming ocean paddler Bailey Elliott, New Zealand Surf Lifesaving Development Team member and multiple medal winner from the recent national champs at Mount Maunganui. How was your first big race out there?
It was good for about the 2 minutes that I got the boat wash. The rest was a pretty hard slog, but yeah, glad I did it. It's my first one, so glad to tick it off the list.
Oh, it was pretty hard actually. Yeah, it was a pretty long slog without any sort of following breeze, so it was a bit like hard work, but hey, it's a beautiful day, so can't complain too much.
Yeah, everything in Auckland's pretty big except for the surf conditions, but no, that's the thing, is when you put an event on, you hope for the best conditions, but you don't always get them, and at the end of the day, people just want to get out there and paddle, and that's what it's all about, so it was great.
Well, that wraps up the 10th anniversary Contegro King of the Harbour, and what a year with glassy conditions and a few boat wakes to fight for to get a slight advantage. Congratulations to Ben Fui on his first win at the King of the Harbour, which doubles as the National Ocean Ski Championships, and Katie Pocock for her 10th title. We'll see you all at the next King of the Harbour, 30 to 31 March 2012. So get out on a ski now and enjoy the ocean swells until New Zealand's premier ocean ski race returns in the last Saturday in March next year. Thanks to major sponsor Contegro and supporting sponsors Fuller's Ferries, Main Freight, Sierra Cafes, Sharkskins and Nello.